if you replace your Medicare with Medicare Advantage, instead of you having a 20%, instead of that 20% coinsurance, you have a max out of pocket. Okay? And that max out of pocket that you have is the most you could possibly spend in a year, the most you could possibly spend in a plan year. Okay? So what you have to understand is you don't have a 20% coinsurance. You don't have a deductible most of the time either. So immediately it pays. How does it pay? Well, for each service, you have a how do I say it? Copay, that's right, or coinsurance. So let's say you go to the doctor, primary care doctor. That's probably maybe it's $0 99% of the time. So it's $0 if you have a primary care doctor visit. If you go to specialist, maybe it's 30 bucks, right? Not a big deal. All these copays go towards the max out of pocket up here. This bad boy, right? Let's call it $7,000. Max out of pocket $7,000, okay? If you have an emergency room visit, that is, let's say 120 bucks, okay? If you have a MRI, call it 220 bucks. If you have a hospital stay, call it $300 a day, days 1 through 9. So if you go to the hospital, you come out of pocket $2,700 if you're there past 9 days. But after day 9, you don't pay anything, so that's good. Now, let's say you have, chemotherapy. Maybe you pay 20%, right? All of these different coinsurances and copays add up to the max out of pocket. Now, back to the supplements real quick. With the Medicare supplement plans, the way it works is you pay a premium that has rate increases, and those premiums will cover, and those premiums / plans will cover your responsibility. Okay, so I just kind of wanted to dive into that one more time. I kind of wanted to make sure I made that clear. With the Medicare supplement, it costs money, say $150 a month. Now, $150 a month, you got a plan G or a plan F or a plan N, you pretty much never have to worry about anything. You're never going to have to pay a bill or anything like that. But with the Medicare Advantage, the beautiful part of it that people love is it most of the time it's zero premium. It doesn't cost anything. So what you can do is you can take that savings, you can invest the savings in additional coverage. So let's say you have a Medicare Advantage plan, right? That Medicare Advantage plan, right, is your primary insurance, not Medicare anymore. Medicare's not your primary insurance. That primary insurance of, call it ABC Company, right? It's ABC Company. I don't like using company names. So let's say ABC Company is going to cover you and they have a $7,000 max out of pocket, and you don't want to be responsible for that $7,000 max out of pocket. The good news is you can get a critical illness plan for, say, 50 bucks a month. It'll never go up on you. And then you can get a hospital plan for 30 bucks a month. And instead of paying 150 or 200 or whatever for a supplement, now you have dental, vision, hearing,